January 1st, there have been 2,206 people shot in the city of Chicago, 248 from this month alone, and 50 people were shot this past weekend. These victims leave behind friends and families, but this mom said enough is enough. So please welcome to the show President of Moms Against Senseless Killings, Tamar Manasseh. Hey, Tamar. Hey. So glad to have you here.
Good morning.
At what point did you decide to form M.A.S.K, and tell us exactly what M.A.S.K is?
M.A.S.K is Mothers and Men Against Senseless Killings, and I formed it when my children started getting older. And
How old are your kids?
19 and 17.
Okay.
Wait, 19 and 17? How's that
She looks
possible?
great,
No,
doesn't she?
you look like look. I had them when I was 7. I don't like to talk
I
about
was gonna say.
Hush up. Hush up, child.
All right, so 19 and 17, and how old were they when you started it?
Well, we got started. I kind of came up with the idea about 2 years ago.
Okay.
My daughter got her driver's license. I got a little, scared about that because I'm a helicopter mom. I mean, and I'm not apologizing for being one. I am.
Okay.
And when it got to a point where, they didn't really need me to be around so much, and they were around their friends so much, and these things started happening. My daughter's friend got killed one day.
Really?
And she was saying, Mom, like, you have to do, that was my friend. You got to do something about it.
Right.
And I mean, like, Mom, fix my friend getting killed. What do you do? How do you fix that?
Sure.
So I hadn't really seen any organization. There are a lot of organizations out here that do a lot of really great work, but I hadn't really seen any that had the kind of success that I'd like to see in, really saving a lot of lives, really making an impact that I wanted to see made. So in true helicopter mom fashion, I had to do it myself. You got to sometimes.
And you hit the streets.
Yes, I did. I hit the streets.
Literally.
Me and a few other moms, we sure did. We got some lawn chairs and a pack of hot dogs, and we went to the block, and we literally set up on the corner, right in the middle of whatever could have happened.
In Englewood, South side Chicago.
South side of Chicago.
Right, were you frightened at all?
Never.
Why?
Never.
Well,
Never.
how are you not scared?
Never. Because it's my home. I'm from Englewood. I mean, I'm from there.
Right.
I'm not scared of my
So you're reclaiming your streets.
Exactly. I mean, I didn't grow up in a time where parents were afraid of children, where adults were afraid of kids. I didn't grow up like that.
Right.
Kids had a place in my life. In my home, children had a place, and you knew your place. And you weren't an adult, and you weren't going to be treated like an adult. And we started treating our kids. I don't know any grown 14-year-olds. I just don't. I'm sorry.
Come on
I
with
don't. And I don't care if you have 10 guns, you're still just a 14-year-old with 10 guns. That's all. You're a kid.
Right.
And when we start behaving like adults, and we started treating kids like kids, guess what? They start behaving like kids again. That's what happened.
Wow. Well, we're going to put a quick little pin in it right here. More with Tamar coming up right after this. And then later, frankly, Hank has details on the new play that you need to see. But we're coming right back with Tamar. We'll be right back. We are back with Tamar Manasseh from Moms Against Senseless Killings. And when we left off, you were telling us that you go to the block. But what do you do when you go to the block? Like, tell us what happens.
Well, when I go to the block, I drive an SUV, and a big one, and it's normally full of stuff like lawn chairs and charcoal and supplies for the day. It's like a kitchen on wheels / closet / and when I get there, I start unloading, and the funniest thing happens. People come from everywhere to start helping. People from the community, they come from everywhere. They know about what time I'm going to show up, and they come from everywhere. And there is Miss Knight, Mama Knight, on the block. She is 90 years old.
90.
She has been living on the block for 53 years. And every day we keep the large supplies on her front porch. She micromanages everything from her front porch.
Wow.
Everything. She is the hardest, I'm telling you. Mama Knight holds the block, holds it down. She knows who does what. She knows how much of whatever we need. We can do hot dogs today. We can do this today. We can do that today. She is really so involved. 90 years old. She comes out. She sits out. She oversees the cooking of the food to make sure it's done properly, of course, because people don't know how to cook.
Right.
And to make sure.
Can't have no pink anywhere.
Right. Nope. None of that. You got to have on gloves. You have to have hand sanitizer. But she's really involved. And I mean, people come out. We start cooking, and it turns into like this block party every day. It's a community center. It's a place where people come and connect, and they come and meet with each other. It's wonderful.
All right. How many mothers and and you said there's fathers and men involved too. How many people are involved in M.A.S.K right now?
Oh, I would say it's about 20 of us, which is not nearly enough.
Right.
It's about 20. Yeah, it's about 20 of us.
You need more because you need to be able to cover more territory
Yeah,
to affect those numbers that we read coming into your segment.
we need more. I mean, I don't understand how people aren't tired yet.
Right.
How are we not tired of seeing those numbers go up every day, every weekend? How are we not tired?
Right.
Like, I don't get it. And it's kind of like I feel some sort of, it's a sense of not accomplishment, but calm that I get that other people don't have, because I know that I've seen what we do when we get involved. I've seen what it works, that it works. So even in a place where when people think Englewood, they think, I mean, what is this? This is, you know, you're in the middle of some war zone. No, I'm not. I'm really not. That's not what this is anymore. I mean, it's places in Englewood that have saw, you know, lower numbers of violent crime in the past month.
And you have relationships with the gangbangers and whatnot in there?
They're not gangbangers. Those are my sons.
Okay.
Those are my nephews. Right. Those are my cousins.
The ones who are representing for their whatever.
Yeah,
you
have a relationship with everybody.
What do you tell them though to make them stop? Like, do they listen to you? Tell them to stop.
They want a life. You have to give them options. I've given them options. We talk about going to school. We talk about getting a job. Nobody wants to kill anybody, and nobody wants to die.
Well, you were able to stop a killing from happening because I know social media, a lot of that time is used for the negative and bad.
Yeah.
But you actually posted an open letter on Facebook and stopped a retaliation from happening.
Yeah. See, what happens is I guess it's an old mom tactic once again. When you clean up your house, you don't want nobody coming in and messing that up, right?
Right.
I just washed these dishes. You're not gonna do that. So once we left the corner, Labor Day, it was supposed to be, it was some chatter about, you know, it may have been shooting or violence or something on the block that we were on. No, not in my house. You won't do that. No, I'm sorry. That's just not an option anymore. It's not. Whatever you did before we went to that block, you don't do it anymore, because we're just not going to allow you to do it. So even though we were done for the summer, we were prepared to deploy every volunteer that we had to go back to that block and the neighboring blocks until the threat subsided. Because we can't let people like Mama Knight be in harm's way with stray bullets, or the kids that ride their bike now. We can't do that. People trust us. So no, we can't do that. We have to support the community.
So Tamar, tell us what's next. You're not on the block as of Labor Day, correct?
Right.
So what's next?
Well, we're actually trying to find space to actually take our outdoor community center indoors. So we're looking at some space in the immediate area near there where we can kind of, you know, have after school meals. We can do breakfast before the kids go to school. We can do, you know, safe haven and support groups and stuff like that. Kind of the same stuff that we did outdoors, indoors. The idea of this is to keep the momentum, is to keep them close, is to keep the ones engaged that we managed to engage over the summer. It's to keep them involved and keep them alive. So that's really what we're looking for. And we've also authored a piece of legislation that we're trying to get passed. An education bill. We're asking that, you know, we have to start talking to kids as early as preschool about gun violence. We have to. The conversation, it has to be an education and legislation. That's how we get out of this problem. So we're working on that. And then
you have a GoFundMe page.
We have a GoFundMe page because we live off donations. We need them, can't do anything without them. And we also have a website where you can donate. And I mean, we use this, we use everything. We do meals, we do all sorts of stuff. We buy formula and Pampers, anything kids might need, bus passes, whatever you need to help you do the right thing, we're willing to assist you in.
Okay, well, you got a big audience you just talked to, and that page, that number should grow. And we want to have you back because we want to see the progress. We want to keep up with you and figure out.
And I'll come back because I like you guys.
Yeah.
We like you too.
We like you too. You're an amazing woman, Tamar. You really are.
So
yes,
much.
thank you for being here, of course. And support her with that GoFundMe page, because it's not somebody else's neighborhood. It's all our neighborhood. It's our community. It's our city. So we have to do that. I can't stand when people go, that's not my neighborhood. It affects everybody.
It affects all of us.
All right, Frankly Hank is coming up next. What's in store for us?